Are you scared that you won't be around for your son's first steps or your wife's 23rd birthday?
Hey, dude, I'm not that old.
Hello and welcome to Off Limits with Nick Callas. My guest today is Bryan Callen.
You don't hijack my show. You've been telling me that I've been having nothing but scientists on.
Yes.
I got to start having comics on.
You got to have comics on.
Today you said just have anybody who's funny because people want to see you be funny, not talk to, scientists.
And I want to be clear about why. You don't know things. So when you have these really brilliant people on, you don't even elicit good information from them because your questions are stupid.
Okay, dude, I don't like it. I'm gray. I'm looking at these monitors.
Don't look at the monitors.
I'm gray and
I'm not.
I had you ever been had a woman attracted to you and you're like, me?
Constantly. No,
dude,
not that.
All right,
me,
dude.
I would think that. A woman would be hang on, because you interrupt and then makes me want to fire off on you. So a woman gets attracted. She looks at me and she goes, "Oh, you're so attractive." And then my reaction is, "Me? What?" Dude, look across the table.
You're pissing me off.
The passion, physicality, references to literature, history, and then this sort of, in a beautiful way, desperate, almost cloying need to make people laugh, repressed homosexuality. Where does it all come from? All jokes aside, you have no heart. Like,
what
there's
the
no.
Fuck are you talking about?
And I don't mean in a moral sense. In a moral
I have
sense,
a lion's heart.
You have a kitty cat's heart.
I have a lion's.
You have
heart.
roadkill heart, dude.
When I'm tired and everybody else is tired, when the enemy's still fresh and my legs are gone,
you take a nap.
Nick and I were texting about something, trying to get something done, and Nick goes, I go, okay, we'll do that. I go, yeah, cool. We figured out what we were going to do for this issue. And then the next text I get is he just goes, the thing is, I don't respect you as a man, though.
It's true.
And I didn't know what else.
Because I don't want to be coming for your neck
You
the
don't
whole
want
time.
any of this, right? You don't want any of this.
Well, here's the thing. Intellectually,
the 58-year-old.
There's no version.
Because I got
an
skills,
inability
right?
not to interrupt. I think
I don't
that
know. You want my class for stand up? Write what you think is
not
funny.
Yours.
Do you feel my Irish
Dude,
Italian?
you have
piece.
doll eyes. Just two little black beads.
Yeah.
Because you're soulless.
Yeah.
And to my prior point, I don't respect you as a man.
I swear to God, dude, I've never won an argument because I've always been wrong. If she's gonna fight with me, she's thought it through and she's right. And I'm not joking when I say that.
You also are not very smart.
Okay.
This is a compliment.
No,
ultimately.
it's not.
It
though,
is.
because
Let me
you just
finish.
started with I'm not very smart.
I know, but watch me sort of get there. Because the thing is, somebody of your intellectual level, right? The odds that you would be right in a sort of debate with someone are they're starting low.
You just said you were going to compliment me.
You're not. You love to jump on top of someone when they're speaking.
Okay, well, you just insulted me twice. So where's the compliment?
Well, I can't even remember what it was going to be now. I do have some questions.
Wait, so you're just going to let those two hang?
I'll go to the next question. So you've lived in gotta be. You've had an illustrious career as an actor, as a podcaster.
Where's my camera?
How is it that you are still so vapid and just uninteresting, narcissistic? Do you have a thought or a premise or something for a new bit that we can talk about?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, I want to expand on the idea that we need a sexy enemy, right? So when you see somebody who's fighting racism, or something, man, these Jews, these Muslims, these white supremacists, we need a tangible enemy that's causing all the problems. This is the idea, right? The patriarchy. Those things, those things are sort of like what we think. There's something about putting all your resources to fighting an enemy you can measure. But in fact, if Captain America really wanted to save America, he should lecture us on diabetes, on type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance, and the dangers of over-consuming sugar. Now, you can't use your shield for that, and you got to have a graphic of your pancreas. That's not how it works. If you don't like a certain group, whether it's Jews or Muslims or white supremacists, or whatever, what about your phone, young man? What about the phone that gives you unlimited access to porn, unlimited access to gambling, unlimited access to scrolling, unlimited access to gaming? You're better off throwing your phone into the ocean, and that would keep you a lot safer.
Yeah.
And Bill Maher said that. That was interesting. Bill Maher said after 9/11, he got in big trouble. He said, "Yeah, terrorism, Islamic terrorism, real dangerous, but the food, what's really going to kill you is probably the food you eat, all that soda you drink." It's like, hey, what the fuck, dude? But so that's an interesting premise to me because
it's a little wordy. It's a little long.
Well, I haven't developed it yet, dude, but it's the theme.
Well, I asked you
it's
for
the feeling.
Wait, hey, Brendan, can you run it back and let me know if I asked for a journal entry or for a joke?
All right, bro. I'm not giving you a joke. I'm saying there's something there, all right?
I'll tell you what's there. A lot of fucking words.
Oh, man. Be friends with you, right? Because you're not a man,
because,
right?
and I guess what the difference between you
That
and me is
annoys me.
that
that annoys the shit out of me.
I just don't like when you're
that you
derailing
wear
the podcast.
a tank top like that.
No, I just got a little bit hot in here.
That's
so it got a little hot in here.
Homo-erotic,
what
dude.
Are you? How is it? It's only homoerotic if you love it, because you're an actually gay guy.
Please run out of the closet, please.
You know what happened if I ran out?
You couldn't
I'd
look,
open the door and I'd fucking smack right into you, waiting to jump on in.
You could not look gayer.
Oh my god, dude. I am a freak compared
to
you.
But you also
it's
look like...
It's bad to have us on the same
No,
cast,
all right,
you're
a young...
Greek god and you're a little Italian farm boy. Wait, so
right now,
one of my favorite things that Bryan Callen does is it'll be after a show, and we're talking to people, and they're so excited to talk to you, and they love you, and then you'll be telling a story, and it's a great, really funny story, and at some point in it, you'll go, and I'm not an athlete, and no one questions that.
I'll become your dad.
Well,
right?
so here's why I'm okay with this, because at no point would I ever lack the ability to grab you by the ankle and swing you into a china cabinet. So
you don't want to engage. You don't want to close that.
Dude, I'll get down on one knee and I'll show you a ring because we can go engage.
I say that's what I do to my opponents, and then everything goes from day to night for you.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Every day goes from day to night. So dumb, not funny, not
man.
special.
Yeah, I show up with shoes. We're doing acting off. They were just Nike running shoes. And then Sammy goes, they look like they belong in a walkathon. And then Nick, the other Nick, says something like, I don't know how you even, like, she let you out of the door. And my wife goes, I tried to get him to change. I'm like, what the fuck is with these shoes? So you're making fun of my running shoes. I go out on stage and I go, I got to talk about my shoes because they're all going to be looking at my shoes. In front of a whole audience, I go, sorry about my shoes, guys. And nobody reacted because now I know they were looking at me going, those look like regular shoes to me.
Totally regular shoes.
And you guys had me thinking those shoes sucked.
Well, because you know what?
So unbelievable.
The whole joke really was that it wasn't the shoes that sucked. It was... Can I tell you a prank that I pulled on you?
Yeah. What did you do?
I'm sorry. Okay. I love you dearly, and you're my favorite person. So I'm gonna read you a text screenshot that I sent to you. I texted you a screenshot of a conversation with Will Sasso.
Yeah.
And it says, "Hey Will, just wondering why you guys stopped doing 10-minute podcast." And Will replied,
"Oh, this is great."
Will replied,
So funny.
"Hey, LOL. Well, to be honest with you, we had said it was scheduling at the time, but the truth is, had nothing to do with being busy or with me looking back. It was hard to keep going with dead weight. Callen is a nice enough guy, but he's just a medium talent. And for a long time, I tried to tell myself that he wasn't, and that I could tolerate his impetuously galling nature. That's just who that guy is. But at some point, the fact that he just has no star quality started to make me feel like I had to get out before it got dark, and he realized it. Hey, I've been present for a lot of wannabes blowing their brains out. Guess I just didn't want that on my conscience. Or his brains on my, at the time, Todd Snyder dress down. I don't really wear them that much anymore. Still a good brand, though. Styles change. I try to switch up my style every couple of years. That's just a me thing, reinventing. I guess that's my whole point. Callen wasn't like me or Chris or Frank Caliendo or Phil Lamar. Just couldn't reinvent. Some people are born to die. Now...
He's such a scumbag.
So here's the big reveal, Brian.
Some people were just born to die. Ah, my good friend Will Sasso. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Here's the big reveal. I don't know Will Sasso. I've never met Will Sasso. I wrote that to myself.
You wrote that?
Let me give you the brass tacks.
Yeah.
Your podcast is bad and it's not good and it's not interesting.
Dude,
because here's the thing. All right, no,
not appropriate to say that.
No.
You're
So
on Off Limits, which is a groundbreaking.
You have on,
Yeah.
let's say, Kevin Macbeth.
Yeah.
Huge following, and this guy knows so much.
Yeah.
So now you cut that with you. So 50% of it now is you. Just let him talk an hour. We lost 50% of the information he has because you got to go, wow, robots, wow, shut up.
Hey, I don't fucking do that. That's not how I conduct an interview. I don't go, wow, robots.
It's actually worse than that. I'm going to leave you with merely a suggestion of thought.
Yeah.
You can kind of ponder it, let it marinate.
Sure.
You are not a good man. But I'm a really sincere, empathetic, kind human being.
You're giving yourself so many compliments, and it's my podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess we'll let the people decide.
Hey guys, my special, False Gods, is still out there.
It's a great special.